Unit 9. Preserving the Environment. IELTS Speaking Part 1 Question 1. Do you think climate change is a serious issue? Yes, climate change is a major problem that affects everyone. Global warming has caused climate changes, leading to extreme weather conditions like floods, avalanches, and rising sea levels. If we don't take action soon, many natural habitats will disappear, and some species of animals may become extinct. Question 2. How do you usually get weather information? I usually check weather forecasts on my phone or watch the news. This helps me plan my day, especially if there is drizzle or extreme weather conditions like storms. Knowing the weather in advance is important because it allows people to prepare for unexpected situations, such as an earthquake or heavy smog. IELTS Speaking Part 2 Cue card. Describe an environmental problem you are concerned about. You should say what the problem is, what causes this problem, what effects it has on people and the environment, and explain what can be done to solve this problem. Answer. One environmental problem that concerns me the most is air pollution. It has become worse in many cities, especially in an industrial zone, where manufacturing companies release toxic gases into the air. There are several causes of air pollution. First, factories and cars burn fuel, producing a mixture of gases that harm both people and living things. The increase in smog in big cities also affects our health, making it difficult to breathe and increasing the risk of lung diseases. Another major issue is the ozone layer being damaged by harmful pests and chemicals, which increases the amount of ultraviolet rays reaching Earth. The effects of air pollution are serious. It not only contributes to global warming but also affects agriculture by damaging crops like coffee and rice. Additionally, long-term exposure to pollution can lead to radiation sickness and other health problems. To reduce air pollution, we should cut down on fuel consumption by using renewable energies like solar or wind power. Governments should also approve projects that encourage alternative sources of power instead of relying on nuclear power or fossil fuels. If more people become aware of this problem and take action, we can protect our planet for future generations. IELTS Speaking Part 3 Question 1. What can individuals do to help the environment? Individuals can take small but meaningful actions to protect the environment. One way is to conserve energy by turning off lights and using unleaded petrol to reduce pollution. People can also plant trees to create more natural habitats for endangered animals. Additionally, choosing alternative sources of power, such as solar or wind energy, can help slow down global warming. Question 2. Do you think governments should do more to protect natural resources? Yes, governments should play a bigger role in protecting natural resources because they are being used up at an alarming rate. Policies should be made to regulate manufacturing companies and prevent them from polluting open spaces. Authorities should also invest in renewable energies and promote planting techniques that do not harm the environment. Without proper action, we may face mass extinction of species of animals and the destruction of many thousands of acres of forests.
The environment and its challenges. Scientists around the world are concerned about the future of the planet. One of the biggest issues is global warming, which causes the Earth's temperature to gradually rise. This affects living things everywhere. Some animals have lost their natural habitats, and many species of animals are now endangered or at risk of becoming extinct. The ozone layer, which protects us from ultraviolet rays, was damaged by chemical substances released into the air by manufacturing companies. These companies are often located in industrial zones, and they produce toxic gases that contribute to acid rain and smog. As a result, plants, trees, and even crops like coffee and rice are being harmed. In some areas, thousands of acres of farmland have been destroyed. Extreme weather events such as floods, avalanches, and earthquakes are happening more often due to climate changes. Weather forecasts are now more important than ever to help people prepare. In the coldest parts of the world, like Antarctica, icebergs are melting faster than expected. Some places may even be permanently covered with water in the future. To fight these problems, people are trying to cut down on fuel use and turn to alternative sources of power such as renewable energies and nuclear power. Experts from the Institute of Technology recommend using unleaded petrol, planting trees in rows of crops, and using planting techniques that keep the ground neat and clean. This also helps block unwanted organisms and harmful pests that can spoil the plants. Many governments now approve projects to build solar farms, wind